Alright, I'm going to do a part 2. Hopefully, I can be heard this time. I'm speaking a little louder. I'm also doing something different. Instead of on the table like last week, since a lot of people couldn't see my beautiful scrapbook, I'm just going to hold it up. So, hopefully it's closer, and hopefully you can hear me. So this is my finished Happiness Box 2020 scrapbook. There are still some pages I have to finish. Mostly Jewish Christmas or Christmas Eve when we had a family game night, ordered Chinese food. I'm waiting for family fun night stickers to come in, and I'm hoping scrapbook.com delivers my stickers soon. But for the most part, the album is complete. It took me about 7 months to finish this scrapbook, and it's a labor of love that I'm proud of. There's 142 pages, maybe 148, but it's huge, and it's something I'm proud of doing each and every year. I can't wait to open up Happiness Box 2021 and start scrapping that. But without further ado, here is Happiness Box 2020 scrapbook. Here is the cover page. I like to do collages. I had fun drawing the little COVID viruses for the zeros. I probably should have done toilet paper since there was a toilet paper shortage, but it works. I'm also going to get a little bit closer. There was this comic with Earth lying in the hospital bed and all the other planets are saying get well soon in Arabic. I translated it and it means get well soon. I figured that is 2020 to a T. This was my last time at a Philadelphia Orchestra concert before the pandemic shut it down for a year and a half. Also, this was ice skating with a mask in November 2020. This was January 2020 when I could still get selfies with people without a mask. Then I did a back page with a topsy-turvy, upside-down Mary Go Sorry 2020 poem. We're in 20s 2.0 maybe. The glitz, the glam, oh baby. Movie nights at the Roxy, dressed to the nines, seats boxy. Onward, where is everyone? Ah well, a few hours away from sun that melts the ice, goodbye ice. Yet who would have thought, nice, this is my last time seeing a show for the foreseeable future. Trump blows, brought to our knees by the Ides of March, and then it goes on and on. And then this is when we were in lockdown and I had to go shopping with a mask. I didn't have a mask yet, so I used a bandana, and basically the playground is shuttered. Couldn't swing until July 1st, 2020. And then this is the beginning of the year. One of my old library coworkers gave me a lottery ticket and I won $2. That was the start of a lucky year. This was the last Philadelphia Orchestra. Ice skating, and when I used to walk the Schuylkill River Trail, I used to walk to Manayunk, and I went to the Tubby Robot. I loved the Tubby Robot. I really need to get back to the Tubby Robot. More ice skating. Then the last Lunar New Year, before the pandemic shut everything down. It was nice having a celebration. It was nice seeing the lion parade and just enjoying the festivities. I went to Banh Mi in Bottles and had a delicious Vietnamese Lunar New Year's dish. In memory of Nan, more ice skating. This was the horror festival where Anna sold most of her drawings and we did well. This was the Valentine that she made and was selling. I bought a pack and I wanted to use one for the scrapbook. More of the horror convention. More ice skating. One evening at the end of February, Silent Philly came to town and DJs were inside. We could rent headphones and listen to their stations. So I had the joy of ice skating to 3 different DJ stations, and I used Lil Wayne's Go DJ for my layout. And then here are the 3 DJs, and I got a selfie in front of them. Leap year. The last performance before everything shut down on March 6th, I saw Jack with No K perform at Current Brewhouse, and this was before Jack moved to Austin. I had fun creating this layout. I embossed hearts, and then I had floral decoration, and I really liked how it turned out. This is another page I have to finish. I have to find friendship and concert stickers. Now we are entering the COVID-19 zone. I had fun creating this one. If you can see I printed out the COVID virus. And then temporarily closed, since everything was temporarily closed. I thought I would be going to the UK in September 2020. I found really cheap flights, but unfortunately I probably won't be going to the UK for a while. Then Youngblood had a concert as we were all starting to work from home, so I took advantage. And then War and Peas did a funny comic, and since I like tattoos and I have a few tattoos, I had to print this out. After Corona, well, it was just me and my tattoo machine, and the girl was covered in tattoos. Playground. When the playground began to shut down. And then COVID-19 pandemic. How is the virus transmitted? I wanted this infographic, and I also did some journaling just to describe the time period with more of the virus. Shabbat online. Shabbats went to Zoom. So instead of in person, we were all confined to Zoom. Passover in quarantine. This was my first Passover at home, and with the help of the Jewish Federation, I was able to have an inclusive Seder since my parents aren't Jewish, and it was enjoyed by all, and I really enjoy how I did these. I found Shabbat stamps on a 1-800 dreidel. So I got my clear ink and gold embossing powder, and I embossed. And then I found some different Jewish stickers on 1-800 dreidel that I used. And then Easter in quarantine. You walk, girl. I did my first virtual walk for prevention. This was fun. Mother's Day. Memorial Day. My grandfather was a Vietnam vet. He was in the Air Force. He passed away in June 2007. So we visited his gravesite, and I found one of his old military photos. I love the old military photos. I think they're beautiful. So I made a copy and I put it in with the seal, and then Pop, this was taken in April 2006, so he still had 15 months left. But it was my Pop, my aunt, my mom, and my other aunt sitting together with one of my aunt's dogs. And then my first tattoo turned 1. Happy Rach's first ink day. And I made a cake and had a party, had a celebration. More embossing with hearts. June. And then we had a Direcco, and my great aunt let me stay at her house for 4 days since we were without power. She still had power, so she let me stay with her, which I was grateful for. So it was a staycation, and I found these staycation stickers. Oh, here's my Pride layout. Pride Shabbat on Zoom. My birthday. At home without anyone. And then my vacation. Oh, I have to add. I made 2 pictures. One from 2010, which I took when I first got my nose pierced. And then on the 10th anniversary, I took a picture 10 years later. I have to print that out. But here was my first vacation during COVID. I went to Belmar in Asbury Park, New Jersey. Somewhere beyond the sea, somewhere waiting for me. Roll out those lazy, hazy days of summer. Sunshine, having fun in the sun and waves. My tattoo when I got Calvin and Hobbes, I got it at Old Glory Tattoo in Asbury Park. Mars was my artist. He was from the Basque region of Spain. And he was telling me, because my tattoo, Calvin and Hobbes, made him so, he just thought it was a fun tattoo. Basically, there is no translation for Hobbes in Spanish or Basque. So it was Calvin E. Geraldo. And it was just a fun session. And then having dinner with Jared later, after my session, we went to Barrio Costera. Taco night. That was a fun layout. And then we hung out at the beach after. Asbury Park. Oh, and then he made a post on Instagram. This girl right here inspires me to live every moment to the fullest. Thank you, Jess. Just gonna skip ahead to fun pages. And then at the end of August, I went to Atlantic City and I met Emily and Becca, whom I still keep in touch with. That was just a day trip because Atlantic City's my day trip beach. Had a blast. And then Horror Convention Part 2 in September 2020. Anna couldn't make it up from South Carolina, so it was just Allie, her boyfriend Matt, and I selling Anna's goods. It was fun. More fun. I went roller skating was canceled last year, but the river rink made it into an amusement park, sort of. This was George. These teenage girls let me borrow their blow-up alien, and they named him George, and they let me take a photo with George. That was so fun. When I got promoted to Reddit moderator, Rosh Hashanah. I loved this card. Oh, it's such a cute card. In memory of Ruth Bader Ginsburg, Rosh Hashanah dinner. Someone who's as sweet as you should have a year that's special to Shana Tova, Lahaim. And then I drew the bees and I had apple stickers. And I drew some honey. Yom Kippur. Yom Kippur is sealed. So in the book it is written for Rosh Hashanah. Yom Kippur, it's sealed. My second walk in October 2020. My Halloween costume, I was Harley Quinn. Autumn. Sukkah. Got together with one of my groups and we had a campfire under the sukkah. Halloween movie night. Franklin Institute with my dad. More Halloween and Dad's retirement. Halloween 2020. Franklin Institute. Then I went on a Halloween cruise and I met my Joker. And I had to get a picture with my Joker even though we broke up. In real life, I didn't know him. But in the movie, which this Harley Quinn is from, The Emancipation of Harley Quinn and Joker are done. More Halloween. And then I won the pumpkin carving contest at work. Ice skating. A new season with masks. More ice skating. And then after Dad retired, he got his free SEPTA pass. So I took him down to the SEPTA station to get his ID and to show him around. And afterwards we had lunch. Thanksgiving. More ice skating. More Hanukkah. Christmas and Hanukkah. Getting ready for both. Hanukkah. The beginning of Hanukkah. I love this layout. It's simple. More Hanukkah. The last day of Hanukkah, my Reddit secret Santa sent me a Hanukkah gift. Christmas. And our family game night, which I have to decorate. And then New Year's Eve. This one was fun. Should old acquaintances be forgot and never be brought to mind, for auld lang syne, my dear, will take a cup of kindness yet, for days of auld lang syne. While Roaring Twenties 2.0 was anything less than spectacular, maybe better things in 2021. And then I put a copy of the newsletter I wrote. And that was Happiness Box 2020. I hope you enjoyed. Have a great evening.